Hey everyone, it's a beautiful day here in Vancouver, and I'm going to make a pizza on a balcony-sized barbecue. So here, this is a small Napoleon barbecue, and what I've got is some dough from Whole Foods. This is their pre-made dough, and this is half of one of the balls that you buy. Now, it's a very sticky dough, so I rolled it out between two sheets of parchment paper that I oiled up on both sides just so that it wouldn't stick. So did it about roughly the size of one side of the grill, and then I'm just gonna flop it on there and do one side first. So I've got both of the burners on high right now, and putting a little bit of more olive oil on there. I'm gonna brush it in, and this is really just curing the bottom, which is actually going to be the side where the cheese and sauce goes on. So because there's not a whole lot of heat from the top in this, even with the lid closed, you give it a head start. And you can see I've sped it up here a bit, but took a few minutes, and now you can see beautiful brown grill marks on there and covered up in sauce. It's just sauce that I had in the freezer that was left over, and I put some full fat mozzarella cheese on there. Now this is pepperoni that I pre-cooked for 3 minutes in the air fryer, because again, it's not likely to get hot enough to cook fully. When you do these pizzas, you need to sort of cook the toppings. So here, while I was fixing it, I turned off the burner that was right underneath and left the left-hand burner on full blast. And now I've just turned it back on to low, just to give it a bit more heat, because on the thermostat it was sitting about 300, and I wanted it closer to 400. So with the right-hand side on low and the left on high, that seemed to do it. And you'll see that I opened it up and sort of rotated it a couple times just to even out the grill marks. And this time I'm flipping it all the way around, because the barbecue is not 100% even heat, and this just makes sure that all the sides are getting even amount of heat. And now after a few minutes, whole thing took about 10. You can see that it's pretty much done. The crust looks great. Now I like my cheese kind of brown, so what I'm going to do is take a kitchen torch to this. You don't need to do this is optional, but a kitchen torch just sort of gives it a little bit of that brown on the cheese and crisps up the pepperoni a little bit more. So again, totally optional, but I happen to have one, so I use it for this sort of thing. Again, that just takes 30 seconds. And now topping it with a bit of fresh grated Parmesan. Add a little bit more flavor and a little bit of salt. And then topping it finally with some just dry oregano, again, which I find is good on this sort of pizza. And I'm going to drizzle it with a little bit of olive oil. It looked a little bit dry. There's not a whole lot of cheese on here, so a little bit of olive oil just to get some extra flavor. And here we go. Look at that beautiful pizza. 10 minutes on the grill, pre-made dough, sauce that I had left over, and pizza with a view. Can't really beat it. Thank you very much. Please like and subscribe.